There are lessons Machiavelli taught that most people are too uncomfortable to accept, not because they are wrong, but because they reveal how the world actually works. And once you learn these 8 ruthless lessons, you will become dangerously smart. The kind of smart that makes you impossible to manipulate, impossible to control, impossible to defeat. These are the same lessons that have kept powerful people in control for 500 years, the lessons the church tried to ban, the lessons weak men condemned. And once you hear them, you will never look at power the same way again. People are not naturally good. Machiavelli wrote that any man who wants to act the part of a good man in all circumstances will come to ruin among so many who are not good. Most people believe humans are naturally good. They think if you treat people well, they will treat you well back. That is a fantasy. People are not naturally good or evil. They are naturally self-interested. They will be good when it benefits them, and they will betray you the moment being loyal costs them something they want more. Machiavelli watched this in Renaissance Italy constantly, allies becoming enemies overnight, devoted friends betraying each other, princes who trusted the wrong people losing their kingdoms. The dangerous intelligence is this: stop expecting people to be good, expect them to be human, self-interested, opportunistic, and loyal only when loyalty serves them. Once you accept this, you stop being shocked by betrayal. You start seeing it coming before it happens. It is better to be feared than loved. This is Machiavelli's most famous lesson and the most misunderstood. He did not say be cruel for no reason. He said if you cannot be both loved and feared, choose fear. Because love is conditional. People love you when you make them happy. The moment you stop, the love disappears. But fear is structural. When people fear the consequences of crossing you, they do not cross you. Fear creates boundaries. Love creates expectations. Machiavelli watched kind princes get destroyed by the people they tried to please, and ruthless princes maintain power because people feared the consequences of betrayal. The dangerously smart move is this: be kind when you can, but make sure people understand there are consequences for crossing you. Not threats, just clear, enforced boundaries. Appear one way, be another. Machiavelli said everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. Most people think authenticity means showing everything, being transparent. That is not authenticity, that is vulnerability. Dangerously smart people control what others see. They appear a certain way publicly while being something else privately. This is not about lying. It is about understanding that not everyone deserves access to your true thoughts and plans. Machiavelli practiced this himself. He would sit in meetings with princes and nobles, appear agreeable and cooperative, while internally assessing who was loyal, who was ambitious, who was weak. The ruthless lesson is this: what people see is not what you are. It is what you choose to show them. Injuries should be done all at once. This is one of Machiavelli's most darkest lessons, and the most practical. He said if you must harm someone, do it all at once. Do not do it in small amounts over time, because repeated small injuries create lasting resentment. People remember each one. They build hatred slowly. But one decisive action, one complete removal of a problem, and it is done. Most people make the opposite mistake. They fire someone slowly. They end relationships gradually. They nibble away instead of making one clean cut. And it backfires because the person being slowly harmed has time to resent you, plan against you, poison others against you. The dangerously smart approach is this: if you must remove someone, do it completely and quickly. Machiavelli called this mercy disguised as cruelty, because the fast cut is actually kinder than the slow bleed. Drop a comment right now and tell me which of these lessons is hitting you the hardest. Is it the one about people not being naturally good, the one about fear versus love, or the one about doing injuries all at once? Let me know, because I want to see which truth you needed to hear most. Never let others know your true intentions. Machiavelli taught that the prince who reveals his plans gives his enemies time to prepare. Most people think being open about their goals shows confidence. They announce what they are building, they share their strategies, and then they wonder why competitors copy them, why people block them, why their plans get sabotaged. Dangerously smart people keep their intentions hidden until execution. When people do not know what you are building, they cannot stop you from building it. When they do not know what you want, they cannot compete for it. Machiavelli advised princes to be like the fox, cunning, strategic, impossible to predict. The ruthless lesson is this: share your victories after you have won them, not your plans before you execute them. It is safer to be decisive than right. Most people think the goal is to make the perfect decision, so they wait, they gather more information, they analyze every angle, they delay. And while they're being careful, someone else makes a decision and takes what they wanted. Machiavelli taught that it is better to be bold and wrong than cautious and late, because even a wrong decision made decisively can be corrected, but missed opportunities from indecision cannot be recovered. Dangerously smart people understand that speed matters more than perfection. They make the best decision they can with available information, they execute immediately, and they adjust as they go. The ruthless lesson is this: decide quickly, act immediately, adjust as needed, but never wait for perfect information, because it never comes. If you're seeing how these ruthless lessons can change everything about how you move through the world, hit that subscribe button right now, because what I'm about to reveal next are the final 2 lessons that separate people who understand power from people who get crushed by it. And the last one is the most dangerous of all. Generosity will destroy you. This lesson makes people uncomfortable, but it is true. Machiavelli said that trying to be generous to everyone will bankrupt you and make people resent you. Because when you are generous all the time, people stop appreciating it. It becomes expected, and the moment you stop, they feel betrayed. The dangerously smart approach is strategic generosity. Be generous to the right people at the right time for the right reasons. Reward loyalty, reward competence, reward people who have earned it. But do not give to everyone hoping they will like you, because they will not like you more, they will just expect more. The ruthless lesson is this: your resources are finite. Give them to people who deserve them, not people who demand them. Adapt or die. This is Machiavelli's final lesson, and perhaps the most important. He said the prince who cannot adapt to changing times will be destroyed by them. Most people find one strategy that works and repeat it forever, and it works until it doesn't, until the world changes, until what used to work stops working. Dangerously smart people adapt constantly. They read the room, they adjust to new realities, they change strategies without changing goals. Machiavelli watched princes fall because they couldn't adapt. They kept using old tactics in new situations. The ruthless lesson is this: your principles can be fixed, your tactics must be flexible. Here's what these 8 ruthless lessons teach you. People are self-interested. Plan accordingly. Fear creates boundaries. Love creates expectations. Control what people see. Protect what you really are. Injuries should be swift and complete, not slow and partial. Never reveal your true intentions until execution. Decisiveness matters more than perfection. Be strategically generous, not universally generous. Adapt constantly to changing circumstances. These are not moral lessons. Machiavelli was not teaching you to be good. He was teaching you to be effective. And in a world where good people get destroyed by bad people, effectiveness is a form of morality. Because when good people refuse to learn power, bad people end up with all of it. These 8 ruthless lessons are not about becoming evil. They are about becoming too smart to be controlled, too aware to be manipulated, too strategic to be defeated. Subscribe right now, because I've got more Machiavellian wisdom coming your way that will completely transform how you see power, influence, and human nature. The next video drops soon, and you don't want to miss it. Now you have the knowledge. Which of these 8 lessons are you going to apply first? Drop it in the comments right now.